Aybowan. So, hope you are having a good time at home sometimes, because now you must be getting ready for your ordinary level examination. So, we have come with another interesting lesson. ඉතින් අදත් අපි බොහොම ලස්සන හොඳින් ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් වැඩසටහනක්, ඉගෙනගත්ත යුතු වැඩසටහනක්. මොනවද මේ වැඩසටහනේ තියෙන්නේ? ඒ ගැන විස්තර කරන්න අද අපිත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා නිර්මලා මැඩම්. නිර්මලා මැඩම් කොහොමද ඉතින්?
බොහොම හොඳින්. Thank you, I'm fine.
Okay. අද අපි මුලින්ම නිර්මලා මැඩම් in focus segment එකට ගිහිල්ලාම මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා බලමුකෝ.
Yes.
දැන් in focus segment එකේ කතා කරන්නේ මොනවද අපි කතා කරන්න යන්නේ කියලා. මම දන්නවා නිර්මලා මැඩම් මේ segment එක කතා කරන්න මේ විෂය හරිම කැමති ඉංග්‍රීසි වල මේක උගන්වන්න. එහෙම නේද?
මම හිතන්නේ මොකද දරුවන්ට ගොඩක් පහසුයි මේ ප්‍රශ්නෙට උත්තර දෙන්න. So I encourage my students to select this question. Children, today I am going to discuss graphs and charts. So this is a very interesting topic. And you have been using this from grade 10 onwards. And so I'm going to give you a very clear picture of how to describe different types of graphs and charts.
ඒ කියන්නේ අද අපි සාකච්ඡා කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ graphs and charts. දැන් දෙවෙනි ප්‍රශ්න පත්‍රයේ නිර්මලා මැඩම් මේකට ලොකු ලකුණු ප්‍රමාණයක් වෙන් වෙනවා. දැන් කලින් අපි passive voice මේ conjunction අරවා මේව කතා කරාට මේක ලකුණු ගොඩක් ගන්න පුළුවන් වැඩසටහනක් බලන්න අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඕගොල්ලන්ට ලකුණු ගොඩක් එකතු කරගන්න අලුත් tips ගොඩක් නිර්මලා මැඩම් ලෑස්ති කරගෙන ඉන්නවා. හරි නිර්මලා මැඩම් අපි වැඩි පටන් ගමු.
Yes. Now this is test 14 and you can select. There is a letter, either letter or this graph you can select. And the objective is to assess the ability of the students to write a description interpreting the information given in a table, graph, chart or a diagram. So how you interpret some information given in either a chart, graph or a table. So I will first show you different types of graphs or charts that you can get as a question. Shall we move on to the next one?
Right.
Now we call this bar graphs. There are bars. This can come on either the other side
vertical or horizontal.
Yes, both ways you can see those graphs.
එතකොට නිර්මලා මැඩම් මේ bar graph වලට පොදු වෙච්ච කාරණා කීපයක් තියෙනවා නේද? අපි ඒ ටික ඉගෙන ගන්නත් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
They are really there's a uniformity. So same structure, children. So that is why I'm telling you this is easy. Right. The next one, we can see a pie chart. The same information on a pie chart. So here you can see small sections there, but the same information is there. I will discuss them later, so we will move on to the other one. Here it comes in a table, same information on a table. This is about games some students prefer. Okay. This is a Venn diagram, children. This has not come so far, but this
there is a possibility.
Possibility because this lesson is in grade 10, right? So that's why I will just briefly discuss just to see how you can describe that as well. Right. So now let us draw a bar graph using this information. Now here you can see the colors. The colors are red, blue, green, orange and white. And the number of students are also mentioned here. 2 students for red, 20 for blue, green 5, orange and white. I think here the information we have to slightly change. The highest is white. Okay. Now let us see the graph here. Shall we move on to the previous one?
Okay.
There you see 2 sides, right? On one side you can see the colors. The colors are given there, and on the other side you can see the number of students. Right. Now let us move on to the other one. Now, first children, when you are describing, you have to describe or you can write what is obvious, what is there to see. Now here, පැහැදිලිව පේන්න තියෙන දේ. Right, here the question says it's 50 students of a class. So 50 students of a class like different colors. Yes, and then the colors are, you can see the colors written there on the side, red, blue, green, orange and white. One before the last you had to put and. So all these are very like it's there, it's obvious facts are there, so you can easily write this first sentence.
And the first sentence need to be simple.
Very simple. And what you can see, this chart is about different colors preferred by students and the different colors are these.
Sometimes the students can form the first sentence by using the question itself.
Definitely. That's my first advice to you all. Okay, right.
ඒ කියන්නේ question එකම පාවිච්චි කරලා පළවෙනි වාක්‍යය හදා ගන්න
Yes,
පුළුවන්.
a slight change is there. Right. Now, many students like blue and orange. Now you can see, this is very obvious. Many students. Now see, orange and white are preferred by many students. So you can write that. Many students like blue and orange. Then few students, the green color, few students like green. Okay, few means not many.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Next one. Most, now the same thing, a lot like, most of the students like the white and the least number of students like, least is the lowest. So red. So it is obvious. So when you write most, you can write the next sentence with least.
That means we don't have to repeat most and for example lowest and least.
No,
you can use only one.
No, sometimes they provide words. It's better if you can use these words. But the idea is correct, right?
Right.
Okay, now the same information on a pie chart. Here, that's different modes of travel. Cars, bus, motorbike, vans, on foot, trains. So here, most of the students come by cars. That is 18 are there.
So this one is
cars, and then after that bus, 15 students, and then motorbike, 10 students, van, 4, that is yellow.
So
and there's an equal amount, yes, van and on foot, right. And then trains, yes. Right. Now let us describe this. The very first one, I think this is given in the question. The students of 11A like different modes of travel. That sentence is already there in the question, right? They are, or you can write the modes of travel are, then you can write one by one. Bus, car, motorbike, van, train, and on foot. And then we have used a new word here, majority. Majority is many, right? Now here, most of the students, the same thing we used previously, most of the students means majority. So now I have used a new word, majority of the students like cars and buses. So here majority is many, so the verb is plural there. Majority of students like cars.
So if we are not using students, majority, then it should be likes. Is it that so?
Majority is then.
Majority
yes, then
is.
we are talking about that particular
Single
one.
entity.
Yes. Because here the subject is students, majority is the complement of that, right?
ඒක මේ ප්‍රශ්නයකුත් යොමු කරලා තිබුණා මේ ජාතික පාසල බලන දැන් ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් කිව්වහම බහුවචන නම් එතකොට මැජොරිටි කියන එක විතරක් පාවිච්චි කරොත් ඒක කොහොමද වෙන්නේ? එතකොට මේක කියන්නේ බහුතරය කියන එක අපි සිංගල් එන්ටිටි එකක්. ඒක වචනයක් හැටියට තමයි සලකන්නේ. හරි.
And then an equal number of students like to travel. Equal means same number.
Yes.
Now you can see 2 motorbikes and
These two.
yes, motorbikes and vans. So we can, an equal number of students like to travel by motorbikes. The same rule is there because we are not talking about the number here, but about the students. So then it should be plural.
Right.
And then many. There is another sentence.
Okay, we'll go back. All right. Right.
Many students prefer to come. So you can take students who like more, like 15 and 18. You can write those by using many. Many students prefer to come by train than motorbikes or vans. So here we compared more things with less things. Now less students like to come by train, motorbikes and vans than coming by bus. So here earlier we wrote about more students, but here less students. So when you are writing less students, you have to write less number first and after that then later. Okay? Less students like to come by train, motorbikes and vans than coming by bus. බස් එකේ සංඛ්‍යාව අඩුයි වැඩි. එතකොට අපි less students කියපු ගමන් අඩු ටික තමයි ඉස්සලා ලියන්නේ. More students prefer නම් ඉස්සලා අපි more කියන එකෙන් ටික දාලා තමයි than එක එහා පැත්තට යවෙන්නේ.
less එකයි least එකයි පටල ගන්නත් හොඳ නෑ
අපි ඒකත් බලමු. Right. Only a few students like to walk to school. Now you can see the least. එකම දේ මම මේ least කියන එක අපිට බැරි නම් අපිට මෙහෙම ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Only a few students like to walk to school. අඩුම same idea is there.
Okay. Now we are going to the අපි යනවා ඊළඟ segment එක. So we are going to the grammar in action segment. මම grammar in action එකේ ඇත්තටම grammar කිව්වට අපි මෙන්න මේ දේවල් ටික තමයි discuss කරන්නේ.
The words that we used in describing the graphs and charts. Now you have come across these. Now children, we have not mentioned these vertical axis and horizontal axis. These are the two sides, children, right? Vertically what is presented and horizontally what is presented. The same things we use x-axis and y-axis, right?
So if you are not familiar with this,
yes, if you can't remember the spellings, better go for y and x. Right? And then the most popular and the least popular. Now remember, if you write most popular, you next sentence you write the least popular because it's the same structure. And then highest number, lowest number. Or if a percentage is given, you can write the lowest percentage, highest percentage. Some of the words that you have to remember.
These words are very important.
Yes, and there are some more. Right, more popular. Now when you are comparing, we can use this than, right? You know that comparative form, we use than. Now here, more popular than, less popular than, right? මොකකට හරි වැඩියෙන් කැමති, අඩුවෙන් කැමති. And then higher and lower. Equal, similar, it's the same meaning, equal, similar. And minimum, maximum. Minimum is the lowest, maximum is the highest.
So we can use only one when there are two words like higher, not higher
No,
actually,
you can, no.
minimum and maximum.
You can write the same because you need 100 words.
That's the problem.
So you can use them in a different manner, right? Then, now to make your writing more interesting, more appealing, you can join, right? Simple sentences you can join using these. Now here, and. You can combine with and. Also, as well, they prefer this as well, right? Not only, but also. So, they are also, you know how to use these. Accordingly, this is accordingly, we can see this. Likewise, similarly, they make your writing beautiful. Right. And when you are describing contrasting idea, different opinion, you know definitely you use but, right? So highest number of students prefer this, but two ideas they can combine with this but. However, many students like this, however, and then you can give another idea. Whereas, though, although, all these are about contrasting different ideas if you want to talk about, because normally we compare. When you are comparing, definitely you have to use these words.
Okay.
Right. Now, let us describe this in detail. Now, here the student attendance on a particular week. Now, you can see, okay, Terence, can you tell me what is on
Most or the least?
No, we'll
the highest?
talk about the two sides.
Okay.
Right?
Student
Horizontal axis,
horizontal and
days
vertical.
of the week.
Yes.
Vertical axis, what is presented?
Students' attendance.
Yes, normally the number is on vertical axis, right? And on the horizontal axis, you can see the days. The days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now here Monday, how many students? 40 students.
Yes.
So most of the students, like normally the first day, so they come, right? And then the second day, Tuesday.
Little bit less.
Yes, less, but it's equal to Thursday. Yes, equal number of students. And then Wednesday, again, there's a drop, it's 25.
When you compare to the first one, it is less.
Yes.
And to the second one, it is less.
That is what we have to do, just
yes.
comparison with, you have to take two, like we'll take Monday and Tuesday, then we can say less students come on Tuesday than Monday. That is when, if you want to use less.
Yes.
If you use more students come on Monday than Tuesday. That rule, I told you, if you are using more, you have to write more first. If you are writing less, less first. Okay? And then the least number of students come on Friday, that's only 20 or 15.
That is 20.
20. Okay. Now let us see how to write a paragraph using them. Now the question is given. The following bar graph shows the students' attendance of grade 11A in the previous week. Write a description using the words given. Now here. Now the question says the students' attendance of grade 11A in the previous week. So information is there. And then the words highest, lowest, equal, more than, lower than, those are the words usually you use. Okay? Right. Now let us see how we can write a paragraph. This bar graph shows the students' attendance of grade 11A in the previous week. I took it from the question.
Question itself.
Yes. And then the highest attendance was on, you can write the date. Shall we write the date there?
I think the space is not enough.
I think if you click, won't it come?
Yes. Right, okay.
Right, okay. And the lowest attendance was on Friday. So this is very easy, children. Highest attendance, and then you wrote about the lowest attendance.
Right.
Then the equal. An equal number of students attended school on both, and the 2 days you have to write, Tuesday and Thursday. Equal number of students. The students' attendance on Wednesday was more than Friday. See the comparison there, right? Again, we are comparing Tuesday with the lower. You see, Tuesday and low is either Wednesday or Friday. The attendance on Tuesday was lower than, yes, Monday. Right? It's lower than Monday.
But
then less students come on Wednesday. අපි ඒකත් වෙනස් විදිහකට ලියනවා. Less students come on, මොකද less කියන වචනේ තිබ්බා. Then definitely we have to use that. So then less students come on Wednesday and Friday. Right? අඩු ගාණක් එන්නේ. And then whereas, so we are going to write an opposite idea. Whereas, yes,
Okay.
more students come on to on Monday, Tuesday and Thursday. See, less and more in one sentence we joined using whereas. අපි compare කරා ඒ දෙක. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Now the comparison, you have to know these things. These are not new things. You all have studied them from your smaller grades. Now, the adjective, let us see this many, we compare with more. And the superlative form is most. And remember, all the time, the superlative should use with the, right? Then tall, we compare taller than, and the superlative form is the tallest. Now, let us see how we can use this popular, more popular. There are a lot of, we use this popular word with this, right? So, we compare with more popular. And the superlative form is the most popular. We can say cricket is more popular than basketball. And then the most popular game is cricket. Okay? Right. Now here, how we can use the comparative form? Is higher than. What is higher than? You can, we can say the students who like.
We'll go back again.
Yes.
Right.
The students who come to school by bus is higher than those who come by car. So like that. Then lower than also the same, more than, less than, more popular than, you can compare using the information given. Now we'll say more popular. English is more popular than science or something like that, right?
The least popular.
The least popular is sometimes students don't like, but some prefer English than science or any other subject. Okay.
We'll go to the next one.
Next one. Yes. Now the superlative form. The highest, the lowest, the most popular, the least popular. Remember, we use the with the est, the highest, right? There you can see either the highest number of or the lower amount. It depends on the thing that they get, right? So here the highest number of students who prefer English is lower than something, right? Or the highest number of students prefer English, whereas you can write another one. Then the most popular sport is cricket. The least popular sport is what?
We don't like to say that.
We don't have to say because it differs.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Right. Now here, this is a general idea, children, what sort of topics you may get. They are common, Terence. What I feel is after just going through all these years, they are like, when we take them into, this is in a nutshell, these are the topics that may
They fall
appear.
onto these categories.
Yes, right. Now, they may ask, okay, the sports or the games that students prefer. Then you can use these words, play, do, ride bicycle, ride horse, a boat, or swim, like that. Now, we'll say, many students like to play something, a game. Most of the students ride bicycles than horses, right? Least number of students prefer swimming. So it's these normally play, do, because they have to use one verb continuously. So if it's a sport, normally play or do would come. Then the hobbies what you do, hobbies what students enjoy. Then books, sources of information, books you read. These are the books that students read. These are the books that students enjoy. They are interested in reading these. And subjects, courses, language, many students prefer to do these courses. Many study many do. These are the verbs normally we can use. And the countries, holiday destinations, places of visit, these are the places students like to visit. These are the places they like to go. So generally children, so you have to change according to the question, right? So remember those things, they will help you.
අපි ඊළඟට යනවා අපේ ඊළඟ segment එකට. Let's practice. Now we are going to practice how to write these paragraphs about these charts and pie charts and Venn diagrams. So we'll start like this. How to organize a paragraph.
Now you can see the information on a table. 20 students like to play cricket, 6 students like tennis, 10 students like basketball, an equal number likes to play volleyball, and few students like chess. Now the same information you can see we have taken into a graph here, right? On the vertical axis you can see the number of students, and the horizontal line you can see the games: cricket, tennis, basketball, volleyball, chess. Now here it is obvious what is more, what is less, what is equal, and then we have to compare. Okay, let us see.
Right.
The same information. Now the thing is, some fear what will come this year. Right, these years they had given those things, so what if we get another thing? Don't worry, it's the same information in a different manner. That's why I use the same information here on a pie chart also. Cricket 20, and then equal 10-10, that is basketball and volleyball, and the least is chess. Right.
Right.
Now here, of course, remember you don't have to use this axis thing. No x-axis, no y-axis, it's a circle.
Yes.
Right. Now we'll see how to write the introduction. Introduction should be very brief, and it is obvious by looking at this chart, right?
Right.
This graph, now this changes because this is a graph. If it's a chart, this chart. Right? This graph shows the games that grade 11 students of, you have to write the school what they give or your school like to play. Now see the verb that I told, if it's a game, you have to use play or do. Right. Now we are going to talk about the two sides. The vertical axis represents the percentage, or if it's the number you had to write, the vertical axis represents the number of students. Then the horizontal axis shows the games they like to play. Now it's easy. This same structure, children, the second sentence you write this if it's a graph, right? Then after that, you can describe the games. The games are just one by one: cricket, tennis, basketball, volleyball, and chess. Remember, and should be before the one before the last. Now see, in the bar graph, we wrote what it is about. Then we describe the two sides, and then what the games are. So your first paragraph is complete. Now the same information. Now here, same. This, earlier we said this graph, but this chart shows the games the grade 11 students of our school like to play. This chart is divided into 5 parts. Earlier we said 2 axes, but here different parts, right? This chart is divided into 5 portions or 5 parts. They represent, or they are, the games they like to play. Then again you can write the games are, the same thing. One by one you can write. All right. Now, if it's a chart, the same, table. This table shows the same information, games the grade 11 students of our school like to play. It has 3 columns. They are games, number of students, and the percentages. And then the paragraph 2, this is common to any, right? According to that you have to change, graph, chart, table, the most popular game is cricket. Okay? How many students? You can write the number. Most popular game is this. 20 students like to play it. That's simple as that. Then, or the percentage also you can write. 35% of students like to play it. It is the highest number or the percent. So we discussed about the highest number, highest percentage, all those things. Yes. Now if it's, okay, paragraph 2, however, we are now comparing. The least popular game is chess. Only, you can write the number. 2 students like it. It is the lowest number. We talked about highest and now the lowest.
We can write either the word even.
Yes.
No problem.
No problem. Then, paragraph 2, equally popular. Then you write both basketball and volleyball are equally popular games among students. However, now the comparison. However, cricket is more popular than, or tennis is more popular than, you can compare any two, right? It's more than, what is the other answer? Chess. හැම වෙලේම මතක තියාගන්න more කියලා ලිව්වොතින් කලින් ලියන්න ඕනේ වැඩිපුර එක. අඩු එක compare කරන්න ඕනේ. Few students like to play tennis and chess, a different manner. Now the conclusion. This is very important, children. That is the general idea that you want to convey out of this, right? In conclusion, the majority of the students like to play games such as basketball, cricket, okay, majority, වැඩියෙන්ම කැමති. And whereas the minority of students like to play chess and tennis. Okay.
So this is the end of the paragraph.
Yes. Now this is how you can write the conclusion. See, now take more students prefer cricket, volleyball and basketball. Less tennis and chess. So you can write using therefore, I think, hence and give a reason. In conclusion, we can see students like games like cricket or team games rather than individual or pair games.
Okay.
Right. That's a general idea. Yes. Now see, in conclusion, the majority of the students like to play games such as basketball, cricket and volleyball, whereas opposite idea, the minority of students like to play chess and tennis.
Right.
Right. The whole thing now in a paragraph, what we have discussed. This table shows the games the grade 11 students of our school like to play. It has 3 columns. They are games, the number of students and the percentages. According to the graph or chart or table, the most popular game is cricket. 20 students like to play it. Or you can write 35% of students like to play it. It is the highest number or percentage. However, the least popular game is, shall we give the answers to them? Game is chess. Only how many students? Only 2 students like it. It is the lowest percentage or number. Here it's the number, right? Both basketball and volleyball are equally popular games among students. However, this is the conclusion. Tennis is more popular than chess, or few students like to play tennis and chess. මේ එකම දේ වෙනස් විදිහට ලියන විදිහයි අපි කියලා දීලා තියෙන දරුවනේ. Right, now I quickly give you an idea of what a Venn diagram is. Now here 3 friends are there. Now Madhu likes to eat rice, cake, fruits, noodles, but only Anu and like to eat cake. Similarly, Anu and Vinu like chocolates. All 3 friends like fruits. Now let us see how we can write this. Anu, Madhu and Vinu are friends. Introduction. This diagram shows what they like to eat. Anu likes to eat cakes, chocolates and biscuit, whereas comparison. Vinu likes to eat rice, ice cream, chocolates and noodles. Madhu likes to eat cakes, rice and noodles. All of them like to eat fruits. However, only Madhu and Anu likes to eat cakes. Madhu and Vinu both like to eat noodles. Similarly, both Anu and Vinu like to eat chocolates. So it is just compare the same way you compare what they like to eat. Right, now I will quickly show you the questions what had appeared on past O-level papers. 2015 it's a graph, right? And 2016, can we change slides?
Yes.
It's again a graph, now you can see, but here it's different. I will talk about this later, yes. And then it's a table, that is 2017. And 2018, a bar graph. 2019, you got a pie chart.
What about 2020?
Anything out of these, they won't ask anything else. Okay, so I want to show you this 2016 one.
Shall we go back?
No. You can touch that. Okay, now here the difference is now some games played by both girls and boys. Now chess, boys percentage and girls percentage. That's a different thing on the chart. You have to compare boys and girls.
Right.
Right. So I have prepared an answer for that. Right. So the above bar graph shows the leisure activities of some students of the southern province. Now this is what is there in the question. The above bar graph, we have to, because the question says the following bar graph, but you have to change it to above bar graph, right? The leisure activities are chess, tennis, swimming and cycling. That is also given there. They are shown on the bar graph horizontally. They are the leisure activities. The percentage of students are shown on vertical axis. So two sides have been described. The highest number of students like swimming, which is 92% for girls and 90% for boys, because there are two, right? The two percentages are almost equal. The least number of boys like to play tennis, while the least number of girls like to play chess. The number of boys who like to play tennis is lower than the number of girls. So we are comparing the boys and girls there. The most popular leisure activity is swimming and the least popular activity is tennis for boys and chess for girls. And then in conclusion, you can write.
We have the next slide.
Yes.
I think that is the last thing.
Right. Okay. Now conclusion, you can say generally what is preferred more. So I hope you got a clear picture of how to write them. This is a simple activity, children. Just go through these videos, this lesson again, and you will feel it very easy.
And what is your suggestion, whether to students choose the letter or the charts?
I suggest to prefer this question because the same structure, children, you can change it accordingly. But if you are writing a letter, of course, that is also interesting, but you may make more mistakes there than this one.
Because it has a kind of a format.
The structure is the same, right? Only like any student can score at least 7, if not 10, right? Okay. That is my suggestion.
Okay, so I think ada api charts, graphs ගොඩක් දේවල් ගැන නිර්මලා මැඩම් අපිට කියලා දුන්නා. Thank you නිර්මලා මැඩම්. ඉතින් ලබන සතියේත් අපි බලනවා මේ වගේ විභාගයට වැදගත් වෙන පාඩමක් අරගෙන ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ආලින්දයට එන්න. එතකන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට සුබ දවසක්.